Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Liam of Bishop Vlogs. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you know that I'm not in my usual place of filming right now, then you are a returning viewer. I thank you very much for watching my videos. However, if you're a new viewer, I usually film my car vlogs in my car because when I was a child, I was told that I should do something in life that I want to do. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to shoot YouTube videos in my car. I wanted to be one of those guys with we used to call them camcorders. And I wanted to have a camcorder and I wanted to shoot YouTube videos in my car. Now, I didn't get around to that until I was about age 23 or 24. But I was very happy when I started doing this YouTube channel. It goes all the way back to my first video. I have about 75-ish videos out now. My first video was called Gaslighting My Girlfriend, which is a bit of an exaggeration because it was probably me just being delusional and talking to myself. But moving along, we usually do an aside in the videos, and I'd like to get to the aside that I've planned for this video, because planning is a very, very useful thing. So, I made my bed. If you are looking at the thumbnail and you see that it's different than what have you, that's because I actually made the conscious decision to sleep on the floor, because sleeping on the floor is something that I do occasionally, mostly out of exhaustion from very intense yoga. But I slept on the floor. It was great. I loved it. And it has some kind of health benefits. I don't know. But yeah, I slept on the floor. And I've been trying to film this video for 2 days now. So last night I slept on the floor. I woke up this morning. That checks out. So that's why the thumbnail's a little different than SOY, I made my bed, go me. So, if you can't deduce from that, I think David Goggins is kind of dumb. Like, if he's grinding for no reason. That's his whole motif, is just grind for no reason and you'll get payoffs. And I guess he's some well-known influencer, but I mean, the guy's just, I don't know, he's overrated in my opinion. I was told to do something I liked when I grew up, and I'm doing something that I like. I was told by Earl Nightingale to do something I like because I'm good at it, or maybe do something I'm good at because I like it, but it's probably easier to do something you like because you're good at it, or do something you guys do the thinking for me, please. I've been trying to film this for multiple days. But going back to the side, something that's a much better habit, and David Goggins is really big on running. I mean, the guy runs like a multi-marathon every single day, so you know the guy's nuts. I mean, that's literally the definition of insanity, right? Is doing the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, Albert Einstein said that, right? Not some video game quote. It actually came from neither of those places. Thank you. Thank you. It came from neither of those sources. So a habit that's really, really good is inversions. And inversions are really good because what they do is they move blood from the pelvic area into the cranium and the brain, where it stimulates the pituitary gland, which will then balance the hormonal system. And so by inverting oneself for multiple minutes a day, you can stimulate the pituitary gland and thus balance the hormonal system, which makes you feel good. And it's kind of like it's a little cheat code. I mean, if you can take blood going to your head, I mean, it's like literally you are upside down holding yourself. My dad would often use the term underwater basket weaving. He doesn't care what I do as long as I am good at it and I enjoy it. My dad's not Earl Nightingale, by the way. That'd be crazy awesome, though. I worked in radio for a while. That was cool. I actually, man, we'll talk about that in a second. But my dad would use the term underwater basket weaving as an example for he didn't care what I did as long as it was something I enjoyed doing. Or maybe I'm misremembering that, and he said he doesn't care what I do as long as it's not underwater basket weaving, which still has the same outcome, because no one needs underwater basket weavers in the world. I guess what he was trying to say was he would love me even if I was wanting to be an artist. And I guess that's what I am here on YouTube, is I'm a creator, so there's an epiphany for you. What was the last thing? 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Oh, right. Okay, so I was talking about something or another. Oh, right, working at the radio station. I didn't have that thought formed in my mind until I was finished with the sentence of, oh yeah, right, where I found myself remembering what I was going to say in the middle of the sentence. But I worked at a radio station because when I was a kid, I wanted to go work at a radio station. So my dad took me to a radio station, and I got to see how intricate the moving parts were to a radio station, and it was a very interesting experience. And then when I was older, I found myself as a contractor working as a board operator for a radio station. And that was basically a dream come true, even though it was just a little bit of pay and the hours weren't that much. It was still a great experience to be able to do that, and I'm very, very grateful for my dad taking me to the radio station, because I was like maybe 12 or something, and I call up the radio station. I'm like, hey, do you guys do tours? And they're like, we've never done a tour before, but sure, kid, if you want to come down and check out the radio station, you can. And I'm like, awesome, we'll be there tomorrow at whatever time it was. I think it was noon. I think it was actually noon that I went and toured there, if I'm racking my brain for it. But yeah, so the last point in this video is, do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Now, if you don't know what that line is, you're a little innocent for me, and you don't hardly know enough to watch my YouTube channel and coalesce all the information with your own that I'm giving you. So, my pettiness aside, I'm not telling you not to watch my YouTube channel, of course. But that's a line by Aleister Crowley. If you didn't know, I'm sorry, but that's pretty baseline magics right there. Is do as thou wilt. So do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. If you clicked off, you will not get this pearl. So do not cast pearls before swine. Hashtag completed. But yeah, that goes into what I was saying earlier, is you need to spend this one life. Now, I don't know about reincarnation, but I sure, for one thing, no, I don't know any of my past incarnations' lives. At least not for a fact. I mean, I can't just meditate and watch someone else's body. Now, I might have misrememberings that are actually past lives of me, Liam Bishop, being in different situations. But the fact of the matter is, all I know for certain is what I can experience right now. The present is all that there is. So, do what thou wilt, and that shall be the whole of the law. So, do what makes you feel good. do what you want to do, more importantly. And do what your heart tells you to do. Don't listen to your mind, because your mind is just it's like a calculator. You wouldn't listen to a calculator to give you map directions. You'd listen to a map, right? Like, I mean, people place so much emphasis on the brain, but my worldview was somewhat more enlightened when my stepmother said, well, I would rather be shot in the head than in the heart, because the heart has more spiritual connection to it, and I wouldn't want to lose any of that. And I thought, well, that's profound. I guess I never thought about the other organs having spiritual implications outside of the brain. This makes me think of what was L. Ron Hubbard? What is brain? I don't know. What is brain? Now, that guy was a scam artist and a con man, but the fact still kind of remains is, what is brain? I don't know. Do you know what is brain? Now I'm thinking of Spongel. The ekpyrotic process begins far in the indefinite past, with a pair of flat, empty brains sitting parallel to each other in a warped five-dimensional space. These brains, which form the walls of the fifth dimensional, could have popped out of nothingness, but it's more likely that they were predetermined by a set of pre-existing principles. Now, that's all that I have for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And just remember that I'm the smartest person you've ever met. Just kidding. I don't know who all you've met, but I'm a very emotionally intelligent person, and I just have a little bit of an ego to work on, as we all do. And I hope you can see through that I'm still a pretty good guy, despite looking down on everyone. But I think everyone does that. I mean, there's one woman that I know, she's not really that good at much, but she thinks very highly of herself. I don't know why I thought about that, but I hope you guys all have a good day. Thank you.